with the amount of drugs you had, even though it was reduced to possession, felony drug court may not accept you. I can revoke you and I will sentence you to 4 years in the prison. So it's completely up to you.
Welcome to Elite Justice Network.
It's going to call 2022 CR 9686B, State of Texas versus Betty Jean Gonzalez, aka Betty Jean Gonzalez, one with a Z, one with an S. All right, can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Hank Wilkins for the state, Your Honor.
Defense?
Jump as for defense.
And are you Ms. Gonzalez?
Yes, ma'am.
Showing you what's entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
Okay. Are you saying Betty Jean Gonzalez, who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2022 CR 9686B for the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, 4 grams to 200 grams on February 2nd, 2023 for a period of 10 years. Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state.
Yes, ma'am. Violated condition number 1 on or about the 6th day of May, 2023 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant, Betty Jean Gonzalez, aka Betty Jean Gonzalez, committed the offense of possession controlled substance penalty group 1 in violation of condition number 1. And actually, Judge, if I could make an oral amendment to this, this doesn't allege the amount, but it should be possession.
Oh, you don't need to
okay.
put the amount in, counsel.
Okay. Sorry, Judge.
Oh, no problem.
And we waive the other violations.
All right, to violation of condition number 1, how do you plead, true or not true?
True.
And with regards to the state's waivers, defense, do you have any objection?
No objections, Judge.
All right, did you understand by pleading the violation of condition number 1, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 1?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find violation of condition number 1 true. Is there an agreement?
There is, Judge. I've spoken to defense counsel and Deshaun with probation, and we'd like to refer the defendant to felony drug court, Judge. And if she's not accepted in the felony drug court, we'd like her to go to inpatient, either SATIF or SAFE, Judge.
All right, defense, is that the agreement?
It is, Judge.
All right, Ms. Gonzalez, are you asking the court to follow that agreement?
Yes.
Are you waiving your right to appeal?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand. Would you state your name for the record?
Betty Jean Gonzalez.
All right. So, Ms. Gonzalez, you know yourself better than I do, better than your attorney does, and better than probation does. If you want the treatment and you have a drug problem, I will most definitely refer you. I'll deny the motion, refer you to felony drug court. If felony drug court doesn't accept you, then you will be accepted into an inpatient treatment facility. But you know whether you can do this or not. Now, with the amount of drugs you had, even though it was reduced to possession, felony drug court may not accept you. And that's based upon the amount of drugs you have. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, so I can do that, or if you would like, I can revoke you and I will sentence you to 4 years in the prison. So it's completely up to you. When people want help, I want to give them help. I want people to do better. I note that you have people in your life, probably young people in your life, because I ordered parenting classes for you. But if you're not ready to take the help and ready to really work hard, because you're going to have to work really hard to maintain your sobriety, to not pick up any more cases. And I know with the possession less than, with the possession penalty group 1, I know the only difference between that case that you have and not having it is the fact that you didn't get a chance to use it. So I understand that. So what would you like to do? If you would like to discuss it with your attorney, you can. But you know yourself better than I do and he does.
I do need the help.
All
I
right.
really do want the help.
So you want the help?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So I'm going to give you the help, but you're going to have to make better decisions. When things happen in your life, the go-to can't be, I'm going to go out and get drugs, because otherwise what's going to end up happening is you're going to have another case and you're going to be back before me. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. The court will deny the motion, alter and amend conditions to do a referral to felony drug court. If not accepted, then inpatient treatment, either at, if probation, if you're recommending SATA for safety, all right, that'll be SATA. And if SATA doesn't accept her, then it will be ISF, cognitive and substantive track. And this is to happen while in custody. If you are accepted in felony drug court will be the person that is over your probation. The only time you'll come back to me is if you are unsuccessful, or if you're coming back to me asking me to appear at your graduation.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
I always, if I'm in town, I will be at your graduation, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank you. And state is dismissing the other charge. There you go. All right. Is there anything else?
Nothing from the defense counsel.
Probation, is there anything else she needs? All right. Thank you. Good luck. Court is calling 2020 CR 4185 State of Texas versus Daniel Antonio Swingell. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Daniel Escobar for the state of Texas.
Jim Oltersdorf for Mr. Swindell.
Are you Mr. Swingell?
Yes, ma'am.
Is that how you pronounce your last name? Swingle. Okay. All right, Mr. Swingle, I'm going to show you what's entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision, and state's motion to supplement pending motion to enter adjudication of guilt and revoke community supervision. Did you have a chance to review those documents with your attorney, and did you understand them?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Daniel Anthony Swingle,
Yes, ma'am.
who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2020 CR 4185 for the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1 gram to 4 grams on June 5th, 2020 for a period of 5 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state.
Violated condition number 5 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant, Daniel Antonio Swingill, did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of July, August, September, October, November, December 2021, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December 2022, and January, February, March, April, May 2023 in violation of condition number 5.
All right, how do you plead to that? Guilty?
Guilty.
I'm sorry, true or not true? No, the reason what is throwing me off is I just looked at this and I saw that this came from, I think this came from the 290th, because Jennifer Pena is listed. So I guess it got transferred here. I'm sorry. How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True. Your Honor, state waives all the violations.
All right. Any objections?
No, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Swingle,
Swindell.
Swingle,
Swingle.
Swingle.
Oh,
Okay. Mr. Swingle, did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 5, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 10 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 5?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find violation of condition number 5 true. Is there an agreement?
Yes, Your Honor. The agreement is for 2 years TDC. The state's also going to take into consideration it's a misdemeanor cause number. I don't have that misdemeanor cause number right in front of me, but I think Hank is going to write up the dismissal right now.
All right, is that the agreement?
It is, Judge. Maybe if we can be heard at some point.
Yes, you can be.
Well, you're probably concerned about that assault. It's refreshingly 2 males. My client basically got into a fight at the jail. So it's not a male and a female, which is good to know. I haven't had one of those for probably a year. Again, hasn't been good at all.
Judge
about
Stephanie Boyd's courtroom fell silent as Betty Jean Gonzalez stood before the bench, facing the possible collapse of her probation. Just months earlier, Gonzalez had been given a major second chance, 10 years of deferred adjudication for a serious drug possession charge. But prosecutors now claimed she committed another drug offense only 3 months later, violating the most important condition of her supervision. When Judge Boyd asked how she pleaded to the violation, Gonzalez quietly answered, "True." That single word immediately changed the direction of the hearing. Judge Boyd carefully warned her that by admitting the violation, the court now had the power to revoke her probation, formally convict her, and send her to prison for up to 20 years. But instead of rushing straight to punishment, Judge Boyd paused and spoke directly to Gonzalez about addiction, accountability, and the reality of her situation. The judge explained that with the amount of drugs involved in the case, even the felony drug court program might reject her application. Then came the warning that shook the courtroom. Judge Boyd told Gonzalez she had two choices. The court could attempt treatment and rehabilitation, or the judge could immediately revoke her probation and sentence her to 4 years in prison. The decision, Judge Boyd said, depended entirely on whether Gonzalez truly wanted help or was simply looking for another excuse. The judge's tone became even more personal as she reminded Gonzalez that people in her life depended on her. Judge Boyd acknowledged that recovery would require difficult work, strict discipline, and completely changing the choices that had repeatedly led her back to drugs. She warned that if Gonzalez continued turning to drugs every time life became difficult, she would eventually end up back in court facing even more serious consequences. Fighting through emotion, Gonzalez admitted she needed help and wanted treatment. Judge Boyd ultimately decided to give her one final opportunity. Instead of revoking probation, the judge ordered her into the felony drug court process. If rejected from that program, she would be sent directly into inpatient treatment while remaining in custody. Before ending the hearing, Judge Boyd made one thing crystal clear: this was not freedom without consequences. Gonzalez was being handed a narrow path to redemption, but failure would almost certainly lead straight to prison.